go into quite a lot of detail about the lengths they thought that Zarabani and Ngarava had to bowl. Talking about him just before that shot being struck on the fingers, he's able to shake that off, put him behind him, focus on the delivery coming. Change of angle. Victor, I'm not sure I agree with this. Yes, it was.
Just don't lose your patience. He's bowled well over the wicket, and the reason why he's been so successful bowling over the wicket is the fact that he's been able to bowl the ball across the right-hander and occasionally brings one back. He gets one to come back, but that's missing leg stump. If he bowls over the wicket, then he has a bigger shout, and maybe that can be just LBW.
Yeah, very difficult to get LBWs from around the wicket. A little inside edge as well for Curtis Camphor. Like, so for me, unless you can get the ball to leave the right-handed batter, something like that. You get a ball from around the wicket to leave the right-handed batter, you're potentially becoming a more defensive option.
I just think if he bowls over the wicket with that same intensity, he'll get the ball to behave differently. I think in the spell he's bowled with good control, but the odd delivery has been like that, as he's really bent his back, and you've seen how the ball has reacted off the surface, and he's got the extra bit of bounce. But then he goes back to just hitting an area, just going through the motions at the moment. But it's been a very good spell, this, only going at 3.5 runs to the over so far.
Yeah, you did also mention that there's a slightly more green grass in the area that Richard Ngarava's pitching the majority of his deliveries towards that city end. Slightly darker green. About 2/3 of the way up the wicket. When you're looking there, and that's the area that Richard Ngarava has. That's the advantage of bowling from this end. 4 runs from that over, 30 for 1. Sterling. But what I think is probably the most important transition early in this match, the introduction of Trevor Gwandu. Picked up his best in that second ODI, 2 for 50. Economy a little bit on the high side. Really important spell that Trevor Gwandu has to bowl here. Wellington Masakadza on your screens, probably going to start off the next over from this golf course end. Starts with a no ball, and Skandar Raza's done well to keep this down to just 2 runs.
You did say it though, it's an important spell this. Zimbabwe in a very strong position at the moment. They bowled well in the power play. Well over. That's an area that he needs to really work hard on. Gwandu is, he does bowl a lot of no balls. He doesn't start well with the ball. So if there's an area as a young cricketer that he needs to work on, is to make sure that he gets his disciplines right. And because you don't want to let go of this pressure that has been exerted by the Zimbabwean openers.
This is good from Balbu. Went for 50 in that match, picked up 2 wickets. The tendency to give a boundary early on in a spell. Brian Bennett is does the fielding. Masakadza.
That's a lovely delivery, isn't it? It's not the first time. Oh my goodness. It's turned, it's bounced to him, and he normally loves playing the pull shot. Yeah, that's okay. It rushes him a touch. Yeah, he's trying to force it, isn't it? Normally he just rocks back and hits it. But this time it's on the front foot, doesn't get the timing, and
well, mission from Tector.
Good comeback from Trevor Gwandu. Magnificent bounce into Zimbabwe's batting order. But however, the toss didn't go their way, so the approach probably would have been just to weather the first hour.
Ah, that's short. He's strong there, Harry Tector.
From Wellington Masakadza, and picked up the length quite early, and it's set up nicely for Tector. Ample time to pick a spot, and has all the power, decides it to place it just over. And advertising bots for 6. It's come your way. Not able to fully grasp it.
A chance for Zimbabwe. That's in the air. It's uppercutted deliberately, and Jonathan Campbell running around from third man can't cut it off.
Andy Balburn is waiting. This one will take him up to 50. Off the outside edge, but
Plays it, and I think he's hit it beautifully this time.
all the shots that he's played this morning, this one much convincing. A lot of power behind it.
Nice work.
And a good fielder that Wesley is. He was well short of height on that occasion.
And then again, and this time he's mishit it, and this time Wesley Madevere makes no mistake. Wellington Masakadza picks up his first wicket in the series. He's bowled beautifully throughout. None for 40 in the first, and Tector.
2 shots prior to this one that he had played. Andy Balburney, first one only got 2, got a 6 in the second one. The third time finds a well-placed Wesley Madevere. You just get a feeling he's just giving it away. Andy Balburney has picked up his first wicket of the series. This is after 2 strikes in the same area, and Wesley Madevere
angle that he bowls it from. Yeah, just make sure something is behind it. There's more than enough behind the line. He's been good. And look at that, it goes across him, it's way outside the off stump. Batters normally they have no control whatsoever, and Muzurabani, he takes a comfortable catch.
You would want that strike rate to go today and a little bit more than that.
Yeah, very good bouncer, nice height. Batter that's in at 51, he feels that he can put that away, especially with a...
We saw another short ball take the wicket of Harry Tector. It was Ngarava that time, starting to suggest that there's a quick...
Heaved away. Ow, and it just beats the fielder. All the way for 6. This is some shot.
Just from Trevor Gwandu, doesn't get up high enough. And Mark Adair, good striker. Wonderful cricket shot.
Can't give room through the offside because third's up and mid-off's up in the circle. So if you miss your length...
Cool.
Top edge. Fortune favors the brave. Knows he's not giving him any room. Maybe deep in the crease. Yes. How many is this? He slaps it down the ground for 4. What an adjustment that is. This is the
Head is here as he makes this adjustment, and that is where most of your power comes from when you're batting. Allows you to transfer the way through that hitting zone. In 50 overs, and the ball is there to really get away in this.
slapped away. Wesley Madevere, he's a good fielder. And it goes in vain. The dive and the effort.
Tucker has moved well again, given himself a little bit of room. Kept that head nice and still so he's got power through the striking zone. Wesley Madivere has tried his heart out, but not able to cut this one off.
And he's out there because, as you rightfully say, Darlington, change of length. But the latter overs. Flicked away, he comes in and helps that on its way, all the way for 6.
Really venturesome start from Andy McBride. Just oozes confidence. The way he's executed this one. Got an inside it, knows fielder is inside the circle, fine leg. Any contact's going to be a boundary. He gets it all the way for a maximum.
And they'll run through, scamper through for the single. He thinks about maybe chucking down the stumps at the opposite end, but decides against it, so Ireland don't have to pick up another one just in case of a ricochet. But the end